Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Lesson 11 in Nisab-us-Sarf. In this lesson we learn about fi'l nafi, ta'keed, balan. This means the definition of which is the fi'l which denotes the negation of an action in the future tense with emphasis. For example, lan yaf'ala, he definitely will not do. The method of formation is that we add lan before the mudari ma'ruf. For example, yadribu, he hits or he will hit. We make it into lan yadriba, which means he definitely will not hit. So it changes the meaning into negative future tense with emphasis as well. Additional points: the majhul form also is made in the same way as the ma'ruf form. And also we need to understand here there is also lafzi amal, an effect on the word, and there is also ma'nawi amal, there is also an effect on the meaning. Let's firstly look at the lafzi amal. First of all, it gives nasab to the 5 forms of mudari which have a dhamma at the end. So those 5 forms which have a pesh at the end, they will now have a zabar. For example, lan yadriba, lan tadriba twice, lan adriba, lan nadriba. So these were the 5 forms which had a pesh at the end, but now they are given zabar at the end. Next thing we have to know is, if these 5 forms have a harf illat, a waw or a ya, then this is not dropped, but instead it is given an alif. It is given a zabar. Let's see, for example, yarmi becomes lan yarmiya. It has zabar at the end, nasab. Yad'u will become lan yad'uwa. So they will be given nasab at the end. However, if the harf illat is an alif, then the nasab will not be apparent in the word. For example, yakhsha becomes lan yakhsha. It doesn't make a difference, because even if you added a zabar there, it will stay the same. It will stay as lan yakhsha, so the difference will not be apparent. The next point is those 7 forms which have a noon i'rabi at the end, like yadribani, yadribuna. The noon i'rabi at the end of the 7 forms is dropped. And the last point to know is there is no lafzi change in the 6th and the 12th type. Remember, the 6th and the 12th type is jama' mu'annath ghaib and jama' mu'annath hazir, plural feminine second person, plural feminine in the third person, and then also plural feminine in the second person. So these 2 forms stay the same, like yadribna or tadribna will become lan yadribna, lan tadribna, no difference. Now, there are 4 letters which are known as haruf nawasib. These 4 particles, if they come before a fi'l mudari, they have these effects, of giving nasab to 5 forms which have dhamma at the end. If these 5 forms of harf illat, it is not dropped, but it is given nasab as well. The 7 noon i'rabi forms with noon i'rabi at the end, it is dropped. And the 2 forms, the 6th and the 12th form, they stay the same. This happens in the case of 4 particles, and these are known as haruf nawasib. These are called haruf nawasib, and these are an, lan, kay, idhan. So if these 4 come before a fi'l mudari, then they will give the same lafzi effect, the same effect on the word. Next, ma'nawi amal we mentioned. How does the meaning change when you add fi'l nafi, ta'keed, balan at the beginning of fi'l mudari. We mentioned this. It makes it into manfi muakkad. The meaning turns into manfi muakkad. Manfi meaning negative, muakkad meaning emphasized. And it also becomes mustaqbil, meaning in the future tense. So for example, yadribu means he hits or he will hit. Lan yadriba will mean he definitely will not hit. So it changes the meaning into negative future tense with emphasis as well.